everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Jets going up against the Black Knights.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the London Black Knights. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. To throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll run for the first time to Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to spin free. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at Detroit.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And a two-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! 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 He's coming! Back 99 Philly! Here we go!
Halfback sent in motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They go to Johnson again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here. Screen play, Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up.
And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Green. Set. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 50. 15. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've reached half, and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7, but for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defense.
And he's going to go down again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right near the 39. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Back line it up, Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Taking In from 11 yards out. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Shaq Thompson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, look at 56. Here we go. Over. Switch. Back. Check nickel. Here we go now. Pwnda84.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit! Let's go!
On third down, Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They come up short here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 4 yards, that gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a handoff as they run left side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.